Hi folks, this is the instructional or tutorial video for the tactical safety system for the Glock pistol from BH Spring Solutions and RDIH. And today we're going to show you how to implement the enhanced safety margins that are offered with the tactical safety system for Glock. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and check that our weapon is clear. Magazine is already out. We'll go ahead and lock the slide back. The first thing that we're going to do, let me show you the components of the tactical safety system for the Glock. There is a trigger disabling device very similar to a traditional manual safety with some changes and enhancements to that. There is a takedown tool. This creates an alternative takedown regimen that does not require ever pulling the trigger. Does not require ever violating one of the most fundamental safety rules of firearms, which is you don't pull the trigger until you're ready to shoot the weapon. And finally, an additional layer of child safety protection that's extremely easy to use. We'll show you how to use that. First thing we're going to do in order to get started on using the system is we're going to take a look at the underneath side of the slide. Right in this area where this channel ends, there is a spacer sleeve. You may have to get the right kind of light in order to see it, but there is a spacer sleeve. You can use, actually the edge of this takedown tool will work. It's really easier if you use just the edge of a screwdriver, and it's going to move about 1/16 of an inch. You can see just how much it's moving, very little, but I want to do that, take the spring tension off of the back cover plate, and now you're seeing that back cover plate go ahead and come right on off. Now you see what I've done is I've kept my finger over the resulting opening that was left when that back cover plate was taken off. These things are under spring tension, so just move the back cover plate and replace the back cover plate with your finger. You won't be having anything get out of place when you do that. Now, to put the mounting device on, we're going to put it back up here just like the cover plate, and then we're going to go ahead and push down the sleeve here, push down the extractor there, and that's all there is to it. Now the device is mounted. It's already now in the on safe position. In the on safe position, the trigger is disabled. But now follow this. When this is now in the on fire position, the fire or off safe position, this device is actually doing nothing except the same function that the traditional back cover plate was doing. And now, so when you're firing the weapon, this device takes place of the back cover plate, does only the same job that the back cover plate would do anyway. In other words, the weapon is going to operate in all respects the same way that it would when you just had the traditional back cover plate on. Then in this position, the trigger is fully disabled, and I'm going to show you here again, confirming that we're unloaded so we can dry fire safely. You hear the familiar sound of the firing pin being released in the Glock. And then, now another great feature about this is in the on safe position, we call this a trigger disabling device for a reason, and the reason being is because that is exactly what it does. It does not lock the slide. You can effectively do all functions with your Glock except fire the weapon with the trigger disabled, with the device in the on safe position. So I can rack the slide, I can load it, I can clear it, I can unload it, magazine works the same, everything works the same except the trigger is disabled when the device is in the on safe position. There's an additional layer of child protection that comes with this system. A combination padlock is included. It's that fast to now lock the tactical safety device in this position. The weapon cannot be fired even if it has not been cleared or the magazine unloaded or removed from the weapon. It cannot be fired as long as the lock is in place. You take the lock off, does not need a key, and now you're ready to go again. One more feature we wanted to show you how to make work is the inventor of the tactical safety system for Glock saw a downside of the Glock design, in that the Glock design has traditionally required users to break one of the most fundamental rules of safety with respect to firearms. One of those rules being you do not pull the trigger until you're ready to fire the weapon. It's always been, or until you've had to clean your pistol. That cannot be done. In other words, you cannot take this Glock apart with this device here in the traditional way. You cannot do the unsafe act of pull the trigger to start the takedown process of your weapon. Instead, we're going to slide the device right off the end of the pistol. Now we're going to remove the firing pin. Take the special tool and watch this. This tool is to do one thing: lock down the extractor so you don't have an issue of it flying across the room. So this part of the tool aims for the top of the extractor. We push down and turn slightly counterclockwise, and it is now locked the extractor in place. We can let the slide come forward. You know the two takedown levers on the Glock. We're going to push down just that much. Push the takedown levers with both fingers on both sides of the frame and slide the slide off of the frame. We've now field stripped the Glock to the point that we can do all normal cleaning. When we're finished, we'll go ahead and put the pistol back in the slide locked back position. We'll take out the special tool, replace our firing pin, and replace the tactical safety device. It's a press down of the sleeve, press down of the extractor spring, or the extractor, and we are locked again in place.